One of the most common questions I get from patients is, what kind of pillow should I be using? And really, what we're trying to do is support a neutral posture while you sleep. Not just your neck, but your low back as well, and your pelvis. Now, neutral isn't the same for everyone. It's what's normal for your body. If your head sits forward like this, you need more support. You need a thicker pillow. If your posture is less neutral, more like this, then you need less of a pillow. You need to match your pillow to some extent to your posture to help keep your spine neutral in whatever position you are in on your bed. So on your back, if you're a back sleeper, you need to support this neck curve close to whatever your posture is. So more pillow, less pillow. You may need to add a pillow under your knees to reduce low back stress. Side sleepers, you want to fill in the space between your head and your shoulder on the bed. If not, the neck can drop sideways like this and strain builds up and symptoms can travel down this lower arm all the way down into the hand. You can use a pillow between the knees to help stack the pelvis so the hips are on top of each other instead of twisted at an angle. And if the hips are much wider than the waist, you can also put a pillow down in here in the waist area to help support this lower section of your spine. If you're a stomach sleeper, you can use a body pillow. It basically keeps you sleeping at 45 degrees instead of flat on your tummy. And that reduces neck rotation, takes pressure off your low back, and all in all supports the back more comfortably. For the neck, we recommend a Therapeutica pillow. Supports the neck, whether you're back or side sleeping, and these pillows are sized from the neck out to your shoulder. That gives you the correct size for the correct support. This is the Therapeutica pillow that we recommend. You can see that there's a indentation in a lower section here if you're sleeping on your back, so this cradles and supports the neck. And then from the side view, you can see that it's a trapezoidal shape of this pillow that helps take pressure off of the shoulder and the lower neck. When you buy these pillows, you're supposed to get the width measured out between the side of your head and the outside of your shoulder. This is one of the pillows that goes between your thighs. These indentations are for the thighs. Stays locked in there nicely. This helps keeps your pelvis stacked one femur over the other, which is a much less stressful position for most people's low back and pelvis. And this is what you call a body pillow. You can scoot up next to this. You can have your arm and your face on one side. You can have your leg thrown over the lower side. And this is primarily for people that like to sleep on their stomach. And by putting this pillow up underneath one side of their body, they're able to sleep more like at a 45-degree angle, which is much easier for the neck and much easier for the low back and pelvis. One thing that I would like to recommend if you're having some problems with this is if you can get someone to take a picture of you just horizontal to your bed while you're lying on your side or lying on your back, and taking that picture so that you can actually see if your head's getting cranked to one side or the other, or if when you're lying on your back, if your head's getting cranked too far forward or too far back. Quite often I have patients that fall asleep on their back with multiple pillows watching TV or reading a book, and then they sleep that way, and that's definitely not good for their neck. Keep your spine neutral all night long, because poor positioning leads to poor sleep.